most budgeting advice is trash, and here's what actually will work for you. So, the problem with traditional advice is they tell you to cut the coffee, cancel Netflix, and stop eating out. It deprives yourself of whatever you really like to do, right? Let's say you really like baseball and you want to go to a baseball game. Well, the frugal people of the internet will tell you, "Oh no, don't buy that ticket. You can save that and invest it in the S&P 500 or do this or save it for a fund or put it in a high yield savings account." So all of that misses the point of FIRE, which is financial independence and retiring early. And the key is to stop depriving yourself, right? So keep your $5 coffee. If it brings you joy, keep that $5 coffee. Cutting everything that you'll enjoy will lead to burnout. So instead, ask what you can cut that you won't miss. Like, for example, I really love ChatGPT. I use it all the time. I do everything with it, right? Like, it's my basically my personal assistant. And I pay that $20 monthly fee. Now, if I wanted to be frugal, I can use the free version or I can switch to another AI, but I truly enjoy it. So, of course, I'll keep it around, right? So, this is just a simple example. Instead, focus on high impact savings. This is harder, or shall I say, easier said than done. Like, for example, housing, right? I'm pretty sure some of you guys can live in a cheaper location or live with roommates, right? Or you can share rent with someone or just rent out a room, do something, right? So the housing is actually a little tougher. But transportation, okay, I see people on the streets so many times with, a brand new car or like some fancy luxury car. Instead, bro, just drive a Honda or drive a Toyota. Like I drive a 2013 Honda Accord, right? And it has like 100K miles on it, but it's fairly cheap. It's way cheaper, right? And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to retire early, right? So why would I be flashy right now when I'm young and I'm trying to retire early when I can save that, right? Like, bro, the car is gonna get me from point A to point B anyways, right? I like luxury cars. I'm not against it, but you don't need that right now when you're trying to build, right? You don't want to show off when you're building because otherwise the showing off will cut into your future. And when you do want to retire, you won't have the money to, right? And then food. Okay, this is something everyone right now watching can do. It's the food, right? So cook at home and meal prep weekly. So instead of eating out or instead of just being lazy and just ordering, just cook at home, okay? And if you want recipes, literally just do this. Go online, look at some like basic recipes, like top 10 easiest recipes, or even talk to ChatGPT. Like I don't know why everyone is not talking to ChatGPT because it will give you life changing advice. Like I promise you, it'll give you life changing advice. Of like if you need like what food to cook, like if you have some ingredients, there are apps and websites out there that will literally tell you what to make, how to make it using the ingredients you already have, right? So you don't have to be a master cook or anything, right? Just start learning, and this one skill will literally save you hundreds of dollars every single month. Instead of cutting that $5 coffee, you can literally make like 5-10 meals at home, and that'll save 10 times more than that $5 coffee that you actually enjoy. And you're just eating the junk food because that's cheaply and readily available for you, right? So cut one big expense, it'll save more than 100 small ones. And buy non-perishables in bulk, right? So I usually go to Costco and I buy tissues, toilet paper, rice, pasta, soap. Those things really don't expire, right? And if you buy in bulk, you'll save over the long run. And like even things like shampoo, toothpaste, toothpaste does eventually expire, but you don't want to go crazy with buying like a whole like a whole pallet of toothpaste. You can buy like 5 packs, like it's a bundle pack. You just buy it and you can even split with someone, and it'll be cheaper that way, right? So one-time purchases will save you money for months. And I usually do this at Costco, or I do it with Amazon, and you can also do it recurringly. So I usually buy 2 shampoos. I use one, and then while I'm out of that one, I'll just go into my closet. I'll take out the other one, and then I just write a note to myself that I need to get shampoo. So I just grab 2 more and just put it in my closet. So it just keeps rotating, you know. And then budget around priorities, not restrictions. So first ask yourself, what do you value? What essentials do you need? And where can you cut without affecting your quality of life? So say yes to what matters the most. Use free tools that make budgeting effortless. So I personally use Google Sheets, Notion, and ChatGPT. Google Sheets is for tracking your net worth, your expenses, and all of that. Bro, hundreds of tutorials online on how to do this. And then Notion kind of, helps you chart it out, helps you write notes to yourself and all of that. Like if you want to keep grocery lists and everything. And then ChatGPT to basically be your advisor, your budgeting expert. So then you just tell it what expenses you have. It'll make a nice little roadmap for you and everything. And whatever help you need, wherever you're stuck, just let it say, I don't know how to budget. This is what I have. This is what I need. And it'll just do it for you. So if your budget makes you miserable, then you're doing it wrong. Because my budget, I literally, man, I budget hard, but I'm still enjoying life as it is. So the Fire Fast Lane is about cutting the fat, not the flavor, saving smarter, not harder, and budgeting for freedom, not frustration. It's about building a system that will work long term. So you can literally make $1 million, but if you're spending 900K of that $1 million every single year, then bro, what are you doing, right? Like you gotta save, or not even save. Like I'm not gonna tell you that BS advice of saving. You need to invest, right? You need to invest, like especially when you're young. Focus on investing in blue chip tech stocks. If you're a little older, focus on safer investments, like the S&P 500, VOO. Focus on ETFs when you're, nearing that retiring age, or at the end of your career. And if you are about to retire or in retirement, I highly recommend you go with um, dividend stocks. So that's QQQI, so triple QI, and then SPYI or JEPI. All of those will basically give you monthly income based on those stocks. So I highly recommend checking those out based on what level you are. But yeah, that's going to be it. If you enjoyed this advice and you want to retire early, the best way to do that is to build a product and sell it, right? So build a product and sell it. And I actually have a guide in the top link in the description that basically tells you what tools to use and some ideas on how to build it. So check out that link in the description if you want to build a product and retire even earlier, because we all know that income will beat savings any day of the week. Income is uncapped, savings is capped at a certain point. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.